traversing time, the epic story of the United States from 1400 to present. America's story is a tapestry woven from the threads of myriad peoples, events, and ideals. Before European explorers set their sights on its shores, North America was a mosaic of indigenous cultures, each with its unique relationship to the land and one another. The Age of Exploration marked the beginning of a new chapter, as European adventurers, driven by the promise of wealth and new lands, landed in the Americas. This era paved the way for the establishment and growth of the 13 colonies, a development that laid the foundation for modern America. As these colonies flourished, tensions with Great Britain escalated, leading to a desire for independence and setting the stage for revolution. The American Revolution was not just a battle for independence, but a struggle to define the soul of a nation. Patriots fought valiantly against British forces, enduring harsh winters and scarce resources, all for the dream of self-governance and liberty. This period, marked by iconic events like the Declaration of Independence and the Siege of Yorktown, ultimately shaped the United States' destiny. In the aftermath of victory, America faced the monumental task of building a nation from the ground up. The drafting of the Constitution was a pivotal moment, laying the foundation for democracy and the rule of law. Despite disagreements and compromises, it established a government of the people, by the people, for the people, setting a precedent for future generations. As the young nation grew, so did its territory and conflicts. The era of westward expansion was a time of pioneers and adventurers, but also of tragedy for Native American tribes, displaced from their ancestral lands. The War of 1812, another conflict with Britain, tested America's resolve and unity, further shaping its national identity. Social and political reforms marked the early 19th century, highlighting the nation's evolving conscience. Abolitionism and the women's rights movement challenged the status quo, demanding equality and justice. These movements laid the groundwork for significant changes in American society, pushing it towards a more inclusive and equitable future. The Civil War was a crucible of fire that tested the very fabric of the nation. It was not just a fight between the North and South, but a battle over the future of slavery and the meaning of freedom. The war's end brought about the abolition of slavery, but the nation was left scarred and divided, embarking on a difficult journey toward reconciliation and healing. Following the Civil War, America embarked on a period of reconstruction, aiming to rebuild the South and integrate freed slaves into society. This era also witnessed unparalleled industrial growth, marking the beginning of the Gilded Age. Innovations and the expansion of the railroad network transformed the nation into an industrial powerhouse, albeit at the cost of significant social inequality and labor unrest. The Progressive Era emerged as a response to the excesses of the Gilded Age, with reformers striving to tackle the issues of corruption, inequality, and inefficiency. This period saw significant advancements in social justice, including the fight for women's suffrage and the implementation of regulatory policies aimed at curbing corporate monopolies. The momentum of reform carried the nation into World War I, where the US played a pivotal role in the Allied victory, marking its ascent on the world stage. The Roaring Twenties followed, a decade characterized by remarkable economic prosperity and cultural flourishing. However, this period of exuberance came to an abrupt halt with the onset of the Great Depression, plunging the nation into economic despair. The New Deal, introduced by Franklin D. Roosevelt, sought to alleviate this crisis through a series of government programs and reforms, laying the groundwork for modern welfare policies. World War II propelled the United States into a global leadership role. The nation's economic and military contributions were crucial to the Allies' victory. Post-war, America experienced an economic boom, leading to significant societal changes, including the rise of the suburbs and the onset of the baby boom era. This period of prosperity masked underlying racial and social tensions that would soon come to the forefront. The Cold War era marked a time of intense rivalry with the Soviet Union, manifesting in a race for nuclear and space supremacy. Domestically, the civil rights movement sought to dismantle racial segregation and discrimination, leading to landmark legislation. Meanwhile, the space race culminated in the triumphant Apollo moon landing, symbolizing American ingenuity and the triumph of democracy over communism. The information age revolutionized American life with rapid technological advancements. The Internet's emergence and digital innovation reshaped communication, commerce, and entertainment, marking a pivot to a knowledge-based economy. Entering the 21st century, the United States faced new challenges. Terrorism, notably the September 11th attacks, changed national security priorities. Globalization and social media transformed societal interactions, amplifying voices and ideas worldwide. Contemporary issues like economic instability, political polarization, and climate change concerns have become forefront in American society. Efforts to address these challenges are ongoing, with varying degrees of success and cooperation. Looking ahead, speculation abounds regarding America's future direction. Technological innovation, political shifts, and societal changes hint at a dynamic and uncertain path forward. The nation's adaptability and resilience are under test. Reflecting on America's journey from 1400 to today, its evolution from a collection of colonies to a global powerhouse is remarkable. Its role in the world continues to evolve, facing both opportunities and challenges ahead.